gracious. I love that intro. And welcome everyone to the 75th installment of the Hot Mess Express. We're still alive. I mean, sort of.
How
Been a
have you
busy,
managed this?
hectic week. We're just so happy to be here with you guys. And oh my goodness, we've missed so much because we weren't here last week either. So there's some catching up to do. And unfortunately, Mary's not able to be with us this evening because she is stuck with her work obligations. So we hope that you can maybe pop in later this evening, Mary. If not, we can't wait to see you next week. I miss her so much. I've missed you and I missed all of you guys so much. What have you been up to?
Did you do a pop-up yesterday?
No, I was meaning to, but then I forget why I didn't. I think someone else was streaming and then I just didn't. Then I got involved in fishy stuffs. But I was going to because we didn't do the live stream last week. And I was trying to do a pop-up between last week and this week. And it just didn't work out because we've been so busy with things around here. But it was very nice. We did some really cool stuff this week. Like we went on a fall foliage drive that I made a little video for to show you guys a little bit later. We got some fishies in, some very special fishies in from a very special place. Also, a bunch of crap. But before I get ahead of myself, before I even get into all that, let's go through chat the old-fashioned way this evening and say hello to everyone. Miss Didi. Old school style. So the first one I see in is John S. Vlog. Welcome, John. See Mary Paige leaving some love. Hi, Mary. Hope you're well. Jimmy P says, I'll be listening while I work on some things today, ladies. Well, thank you for tuning in, Jimmy P. Lady Rorschach says, you just focus on what you need to, Mary. Thank you for joining us, Lady Rorschach. Steve Peplin in there. Always with the smart aleck comments.
I love him.
X says, hey, finishing up making dinner, then we'll be here. What are you having good for dinner? Oh, just have a barbecue pork chops. I hope you made me a plate. That sure sounds delicious. And Kyle. Hello, Kyle. Welcome. Do we have Chew in here? Welcome, Chew. Keith of KJE. Snail's sister, hello. How are you doing this evening, Annette? Bigfoot Fish Tanks, Dennis, welcome. Oh. Geek Boy, we're honored with the presence of the geek this evening. We are not worthy.
The geekster is out and about.
I have missed seeing him around so much. It's nice to see you in here this evening, Geek.
Absolutely. Good to see him back.
Vibes, welcome. 3G, good evening. Lady Metalhead, hello, Jess, welcome. Getty Nona, hello, lovely. Richard Reynolds, there we go. Pardon my speech impediment. Hello, lovely. I hope you're well and recovering from that nasty hurricane. Goodness, I know you guys got it rough.
He got his power back on yesterday.
Well, that's good. I know Eduardo had his on a few days before that.
Yeah, at least he has one of those whole house generators, so that was nice.
Yes, I have Silver Creek Aquatic. Hello, welcome. Al Wet Socks. Hello, Al. Welcome.
Al.
How are you this evening? He sent me a photo earlier today, it was yesterday. And he's like, I have baby bristlenose plecos. So yay, congratulations, Grandpa.
Here's the Grandpa.
Round of applause.
Photo.
Who else we got in here? Going down the list. Steven. We just sing that song now since that birthday message that we made him for his birthday live stream forever ago. The song we did. So now everything is just always Steven. Even like the kiddo comes home and that's how she greets us. She doesn't say hello. She comes in harmonizing Steven. So
oh, really?
he's part of the household solidly now.
He's moved in.
Yes, welcome, Stephen. Stubbs Aquatics, hello, Stubbs. Nice to see you in here this evening. So many great people in here. And if you guys haven't hit that like yet, please feel free to do so. We greatly appreciate it. Helps boost the algorithm to push us out just a little bit more. Let's see if I'm missing anybody. Oop, and it just jumped. I'm sorry?
Richard says that he's ready for the fish now whenever you're ready.
Okay. All right. So then I will contact you, if not this evening, tomorrow, so we can work it out for over the weekend, and we'll get those fishies out to you Monday.
Can y'all hear me crunching on these cup drops?
I cannot, but also your volume for me is low, but that's because I'm on my phone because my tablet was at POS today and didn't want to get on the internet. So I can barely hear you, so I can't hear if you're crunching. Is there any ASMR going on, chat?
Silver says negative. Thank you.
Negative. Awesome.
10 to the 4.
Eduardo, hello. And yes, welcome anyone that I might have missed coming in this evening. I'm so sorry if I've missed you popping in. Chat jumped. And I see a wild Eric appears. Hello, Eric. Welcome.
Yeah, everybody's got places to go just about this weekend.
Yes, especially because there's Aquashellas going on and Fishtoberfest at the same time. And I know the P's are having to split up, and I feel sad for them. But don't worry, because Jenna's not too far away from me. Steven.
Dallas Fort Worth is still doing something too. So.
Oh, a third one! Wow. Yeah, Steven, if Jenna needs backup, I'm only like 6 hours away.
Look, nobody's gonna mess with Jenna.
No, I don't think so.
If she'll put them on that daggone schedule, and they'll be sorry.
She'll be like, "Don't make me make you an itinerary."
We'll schedule this problem later.
I love that. Eric, yes. I choose. Oh, that's so cute.
Aww.
Eric, I choose you.
Oh gosh.
Only Oscars. Welcome, June. Hello. Her Oscars. Eggs hatched into wigglers yesterday. I'm so excited for you. And
if they, when you see that.
And if they grow up and to be nice, healthy Oscars, June, we would love to have one here of yours. That would be so awesome. Brian's been talking about it like he's like, you don't even know Oscars, and I really don't. I've only ever seen them in other people's fish rooms, and they seem really cool. And I've like heard all the hype, but like they're pretty, but I never really understood them. But that's because I never really got to like sit there and really watch them for long periods of time. And Brian says it's all the personality. So I'm hoping one day to get experience that.
To just have a big aquarium and it could only have 1 to 2 fish, I would probably just put Oscars in there because they are very charismatic. Yeah.
If they have anything personality like those little Julii cories or Kanaki cories, oh my goodness, then yes, all of them, please. I'll end up having monster tanks like June. Hello, Hippie John, welcome.
It's good to see Hippie John back in about.
It is. Yeah. Silver Creek, I will make a spreadsheet of all your actions. Oh, I love that.
Summertime is hard for people with jobs and things to do outside. You know, you have other stuff to do. Summer, kids are home. If you have kids, you got to do stuff with your kids. It's just how it is.
Yeah. And then always like this, the fall gets a little bit busy because school's starting back, and then you have to like readjust all your schedules, and then fall's coming, so you just have all of that to get a hold of. And like rearranging can be difficult for some people, especially if they're not good at it first time around. The only monsters Foxy can have is monster snails.
And yes, Matt, you're full of personality, all right.
As long as they're not the channel apple snails, but I would love, oh my goodness, I know they're illegal. I know they're invading Florida currently, hint, hint. But I would love a giant African land snail of my very own. You just hug and pet and love forever. They are so stunning. I love them so much. I have a snail problem. But yes, currently they are some people finding them in Florida, which is crazy because they're not supposed to be here, and they're highly invasive, and they're going to eat all of Florida. So let's hope they don't get too out of control.
Oh, Lord.
Yes, how is you?
Kind of cool to have a snail so big you just put it on your face and it eats all the dead skin off. Exfoliation gives you one of those microdermabrasions.
Have you seen a mystery snail's mouth under magnification? Let me tell you about our horror movie.
Oh, really?
Because they have teeth, all these little, they have all of them. It's like a big Reiki motion that keeps scooping. So the giant apple snails have, or the giant African land snails have that too. And although like it'd be really cool to just let them crawl around on my arms, I'm not putting them on my face. I paid a lot of money for this face. It's got to last me the rest of my life. I'm not buying another nose. This is just insane. So although in theory it'd be really cool, at the same time it's gross.
It would be.
But I still want one. I still want one.
Stupid. I'm wound up, you know.
Well, I can see like
all day.
Yeah, I can. Well, no, honestly, I can see like little. I don't even know why they don't do it already, because they do the little spas with the is it the Gararufas for the feet, the pedicures. I'm surprised they don't do like skin regimens where they just put a bunch of snails on your face and then they just have you massage in the slime after they pull the snails off for like a beauty treatment. I'm surprised they don't have that yet.
It's like Silver says Platies would do it too. I think Platies or Molly's. And they would. They would probably pick the hairs off your arms.
Well, guppies even too. Like, goodness, they'll do it. Oh, Eduardo says, today was our first day back to school. Kids are really good today. Super warped due to Ian. Okay. I wasn't sure if I was reading that right. Oh, goodness. But I'm happy that, like, the first day of school is back was good for you guys. Yes, Hippie John. When the crap are you coming already, dude? We've been waiting like a year. Hello, Steph. Welcome. IHSP. My speech impediment is naturally, I have a hard time saying my R's, L's, and W's. And today is extra hard. So if I mess up a little bit, please slide. Because guess what? Foxy's off her meds today.
I did one of those live stream videos, and I can't remember now who it was, but the words just wouldn't come out.
Yeah, like they're there, but they won't. Yeah, they won't come through.
Couldn't get past my teeth or something. My mouth wouldn't work right together. I looked like I was having a stroke, and it's like because I was trying to look in the camera, because I normally look at whatever I'm looking at.
Yeah. But
I was trying to memorize and look in the camera to make, eye contact with the screen.
Yeah.
And so I do that, and I'm like, at 7, and I just couldn't make the words come out.
Excuse me. Lord. Annette asked, can giant African snails swim? Annette, I honestly don't know, but I don't think so, because then I would think they would be all over the planet by now. But I don't think they swim. I think someone may have just snuck them in and did the thing they're not supposed to and let them loose. And Beck says, Roxanne, you have to get me some photos of those beautiful star sapphires. I want to draw them so bad. Oh, Bex, I'm going to have to. Currently, we have a young population of them. Our old male Big Blue passed away last year. And his ladies followed shortly after, one by one, because they were an older colony. They were like 8 years old already. So we have a colony of about, I want to say 20 currently growing up, and the boys are just starting to get a couple of their, what is that called, chipping. So they're still quite young, but I can get you a photo of them like that, or I can wait until they're a little more mature when they have their full chipping pattern on them, and I can get a nice photo for you. They are gorgeous.
They are very, very pretty fish.
They are. I'm in love with cichlids now, and it's all Brian's fault. And Daniken. It's Kenny's fault, too. You can't get it away with that.
Kenny,
Yeah.
well, you know.
Hello, Lady Holly. Is she?
There's not many that aren't very beautiful.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Even crebenzas are pretty.
Yeah.
The top of their fins, when they,
yes.
It looks like that little glow stick up there on the edges. Even that's pretty. It's like, oh my gosh, look at you.
Yeah. There's, oh my goodness. And the Starry Nights. Wow. Just wow. I love them so much. And I know they're basic, but I really love the lemons too, because they're the brightest little sun drop in the tank, and I love them so much. They're so cute. And I'm at 6:14, so I'm not too far behind the chat. Let's see. Holly says she's fixed dinner and listening. And Liquid Zeus says, where is Mary? Mary has been abducted by her job, Matt. We're going to need you to go down there and rescue her and bring her back to us. Yeah. But yes, Mary's still at work, unfortunately.
Mary's out there making the moolah.
Yeah. Making that money.
She's a hard-working woman.
She is. So how have your past 2 weeks have been, Miss Didi? I know we didn't do last week, and then we had this week. Sure, you've been super busy.
Yeah, I kind of have. I don't even remember last week.
Because just so much.
So fast. And let's see. Trying to think what happened last week. I don't even know. But I did get 2 new tanks the other day.
Mm-hmm.
But to take out the 55, which is the same length as the 60-gallon breeder, it required me to move 4 tanks today. Because the stand has little fenders on the outside of the metal, the actual dimensions that you need. And it's like, I needed not even quite an inch. But I had to drain down a 40 and a 29 so I could slide that down a little bit. And now I got that. So it's like, at least I got the rack in the house. The tanks are still outside. I got a 55 in the floor, a 20 long in the floor. So much stuffed out of that 55 in the floor. that I had to be a ninja to close the blinds. It's a mess.
I know you sent me a photo earlier, and I'm like, what are you doing? And you're like, I need to move all of these tanks to move them 1 inch. And I was like, I would have just cut those crappy fenders off.
I'm sure that's strength right there.
They would have been done gone.
That's strength, though, in the stand.
Yeah.
That would be getting rid of some of its support.
Oh, goodness.
Got to do what you got to do, But it's like, it made it hard. And last night I had started working on my picture board.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody gifted me a set of Bex prints.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a super secret person, apparently.
Yes, it is. And I'm not telling you who she is.
And I know there's some bitches that know who it is and they won't tell me.
Yeah, but I'm one of those bitches you ain't knowing. If she wants to tell you, she will tell you herself.
Oh, it's a she. I got a clue.
You can know the gender. That's it.
See, Bex says they will reveal themselves, maybe. They. She say they. But now I got a she. But I didn't want to put them all in picture frames and have them. There's no way I'd ever get them lined up pretty. And I want to do them justice, so I cut out this big board.
Yeah. And
I'm going to get some real pretty sort of, not tacks, but something you can put and hold them on real pretty. Because you got to do those pictures justice.
Yes.
Plus, Bex is bougie, so I got to get something with some shiny, squirrely, whatever to hold all these pictures on. So I started that
some kind of filigree frames. Filigree.
Yeah, something make it pretty. And,
goodness, that was really hard to say.
So I got that going. I got that mess going. I don't have any lights, nothing. My CO2, everything's cut off over there till I get something hooked back up. And who spilled water on all the plugs going to the light swallow gun? So now I got to wait for them to dry before I plug them in and fry them like I did the last ones. So got something to do tonight, I guess.
well, you're over there electrifying the house. Like, I'm just over here. I ripped off the drawer handle on my dresser this morning, and then I ripped off the freaking faucet handle on the kitchen sink this afternoon, so I'm not touching any more handles today. I apparently am just she-hulking everything, and I'm really weak, so I don't know how the crap's
You're just
happening.
cockstrong. That's all. That's all it is.
Chasing all those chickens.
That's what it is. That's what the image used to say about me.
Oh, Lord.
I can do whatever I do, and they're like, she's cockstrong.
I don't know what kind of strong I am today, but things are being ripped. Like, literally, I just go to, like, pull my drawer open just ever so slightly, just rips right off. Well, how?
Matt has Brian, you better keep that handle put up. You want to keep.
He's already been warned that I've been ripping off everything today.
I know, Stephen. I've done asking.
But Silver Creek said, R's, L's, and W's are hard to pronounce for anyone on this earth, especially if you're not from America and used to the tongue. I wouldn't look at it as much of a pediment as so much as universal tongue. I agree. To an extent, but sometimes it really gets really stuck, especially if like my head is very like busy. It's harder to concentrate on the words because I have to really concentrate on making sure my tongue forms to just, and it doesn't want to do the things I want it to do sometimes. So
yeah, I just couldn't make my tongue and my teeth work together. I just couldn't. I don't know. I mean, these are not false. They're caps, but they're in there all the time. It's not like, they're loose or something like that. And I was trying to keep them. I just couldn't work it.
Yeah.
Since I got these caps, I can't do the wolf whistle anymore either.
I've never been able to do that.
I used to can't do it anymore. Kitty.
But it's funny that Silver Creek says that's like a universal tongue because I've been weird since forever. I learned to read very young, like I was reading very big books at like 3 and 4 years old. And my mom had a huge collection of British authored books. So all the books I'd be reading were like 300-400 page books when I was like 3, 4, 5 years old. And when I started going to school, I realized a lot of people said things differently than I did. And it wasn't because of the R's, L's, or W's, because of how I said it. Because to me, I didn't even hear that. It was the words they were choosing to use. And it's because they were using the American form of words. And I taught myself the British way of words through just like picking up the books and reading when I was really young. So to this day, I still say a lot of British terminology instead of American terminology. And what's weird today is even like American terminology, like I'm not even sure about, because since moving here, Midwesterners sometimes say words differently than Northeasterners. Like I say catty corner, but here they say kitty corner. I've never heard of kitty corner, but apparently most of America says kitty corner, and like the Northeast and a little bit of the South say catty corner. Cattywampus, like I say cattywampus when something's like messed up, but I say kitty corner, like catty corner when something's in the corner. The cattywampus, I say that when it's all messed up. Am I using that one wrong too?
I don't even use that at all. I don't know.
And Bunny says Foxy Kubota and CBT is 100 CBD. CPD is 100. Absolutely. Ooh, I wasn't done reading that one.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Absolutely love my nano tank. I mainly have cichlids, guppies, bettas, pea-puffs, killies, rainbows, but there's something really special, magical about these nanos. Thank you. I'm so happy you're enjoying them, Bunny. I'm sure that they are just fun little colored streaks all over that little tank. I'm happy that you love them so much. They are awesome.
But this is something that Midwesterners say. They say milk.
Thank you.
M-I-L-K, milk.
Milk.
Well, if milk is M-I-L-K, how do you pronounce an elk that is E-L-K?
Elk.
They would say it the same way, but it's not spelled. So how would they say ILL? Ill? Would they say L?
Who knows?
It's like that's the hardest one for me is the milk.
I'm just happy people can understand me for the most part. I'm grateful for that. Oh, but I should update you. Speaking of our babies that we have, our shipping report for last week, since we weren't here, and this week is 100% for both weeks.
Hey.
All arrived alive, well, and happy and eager to eat. So that was exciting. I did the calculations, and so far year to date, we have shipped 1,153 fish for hobbyist breeders. I don't think that's too shabby. We've had 10 losses out of those 1,153. And so our year-to-date death percentage loss is 0.87. So we're keeping it under 1% so far. For our first full year doing this little get gills thing, I think we're doing pretty good, but of course there's always room for improvement, and we'll always try to improve more as we think of things along the way. But I would say that's a pretty good rate so far. So we're only going to strive to continue for the same or even better for next year. And we are still going with the shipping season this year. Shipping season, the last week of shipping season is the week before Thanksgiving. So if any of you are interested for anything on our gut gills, feel free to order before then or up until then. And please use code FOXY10 for all of your purchases. That'll get you 10% off your total purchase price on our Get Gills store. Please feel free to use that code. Not a lot of people do, but we put it on there so you guys can save a little bit money and maybe buy a little more fish.
Well, hi, Father Fish.
Hello, Father Fish. Welcome.
What did I get in my last order? I can't remember.
Was it last week or the week before?
I want to say it was last week.
I think you got an order last week from us. Maybe.
Yeah, I got live bags too.
Yes. That was funny.
I can't remember what else came in the bags.
We sent Miss Didi some extra bags so she can ship out as well, and she sent me a message back saying, "Do I acclimate the bags too to temp?" Load acclimate. I thought that was cute.
Was that my Kubota raspberries that came last?
Yes, the Kubota. Yes,
Kubota. I'll never get that right.
And hello, Kenny. Welcome. Did I miss you coming in?
He came in
Thank
later.
you, Father Fish.
Hi, Sarah.
And I just jumped down to the bottom. So if I missed a question or anything, please just feel free to put it down in the bottom of the chat. I'd greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, only also my brother, he was in speech class forever and a day.
Mm-hmm.
He hears fine, but he just talks very loud. So I don't know. Maybe some pitches go through and some don't, but he's always talked real loud.
Yeah. Oh, chat is doing a thing for me. Let it catch up. It's like auto-rotating.
I did order my bag sealer.
Oh, good. You got the 12-inch one?
Yeah, I got the one that y'all sent me the thing. And I had already picked up some ammonia pads at my LFS the other day. And I have not ordered any bags, but what else was it I need to order? I don't know. Oh, I didn't order the crunchy stuff that you put in.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't order that yet.
Oh, yes, the ammonia lock pad thingies that we use. Or are you going to use the Zeolite
paper?
Oh, yeah. I call that waffle paper, but it's called something else.
But I said, well, and I'll probably just use newspaper.
That works just as well. We just like the waffle one because it folds out into a 3D design, so we get a little more cushioning and air movement around the bags. But newspaper works just as well. And Stephen P. says Zachary is starting speech therapy soon too for a stutter. Well, I know Zachary's going to flourish in it, Stephen. So good luck on that, Zachary.
They have awesome kids.
They do. I loved their kids so much that I sent them 4 pounds of candy.
That's right. You sure did, right?
Because even if they didn't win it, I still had them on the list to send them a box of candy.
Yes. Sarah, hello.
The whole P family is awesome. Let's see what else. I actually wrote a whole list down of things to talk about, and I didn't talk about much of them. So if you don't mind, I can go through a little bit of it. Like you guys know, the clash happened. And although I live about 1,007.3 miles away, I didn't Google it. Nope. I couldn't go. So, and you couldn't go either because you were sick, Miss Didi. But there are some kind souls out there that make sure that we did not feel left out. I know some people, someone sent you the whole set of Beaksie's artwork. And I'm still waiting. Like, I know I have one coming my way too. It hasn't arrived yet, but I'm so excited when it gets here. But seriously, y'all, Ricky De Hoyos is the sweetest person on earth. He single-handedly took it upon himself to virtually take me to the clash with him, as in he took me on like a video call and he like walked me around all the vendor booths and all the things until his phone died. And what was cool is like I saw a bunch of people there like on the video call virtually. So I got to see like Annette, and I got to see Bex, and I saw Misfit, which he stole the phone from Ricky for a little while, and he walked me over to the competition tanks, the escape tanks. And oh my goodness, they were all gorgeous. I loved all of them. The showstopper though, I didn't know whose was whose, but as soon as I saw the one with all the stuff that stacked here, I'm like, oh, that's a winner. I don't know whose that is. And Brennan's like, well, that one's Grant. I'm like, well, Grant is the winner. And Grant won. So they were all fantastic. I don't know why I was so much more drawn to Grant. Maybe because I like a lot of stuff stuffed into the tank and his seemed most full. But I don't know. His was most like calming. But I think all the other ones would have been fantastic as well if you give them like 3 weeks and some CO2 and let them grow in a bit, and they probably would have been showstoppers winners as well. But good job on all of those competition tanks, guys. They were all beautiful. And I also got to see the competition fishies. Ricky showed me those as well. And I got some fishies from the clash as well. Ricky De Hoyos purchased some longfin panda cores for me because, you know, he just spoils me rotten. And he had Maria Z ship them to me, and she did an excellent job. And I have them here with 2 short fin panda cores that I had. So now they have extra friends, and they're all happy and wiggly together. Oh, and it just made me feel so good to have a piece of home because I've been so very homesick, and I get emotional when I talk about it because I just miss my people. So it feels like having these little fishies is like having a piece of home here with me. I really love it. I really do. And then a few days later, we get a letter from the Thomas J. Skipper. And that little shit thought of us and went around and collected everybody's stickers, didn't tell us, and mailed them to us. And he hand wrote a letter with a lot of uns in it. That made me cry. It made me cry. The fish fam knew that I couldn't go, and they found a way to take me with them anyways. And I'm just starting to think y'all like to make me cry.
Sorry about
oh my goodness, that's all good tears, but seriously, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. That meant a lot to be there with you guys, even if it was virtually. Thank you for that. All right, now let's change the subject before I cry.
My chair just broke, so I've got to come up with some sort of solution here.
Oh no!
That's like, we only had like one stream Saturday morning that I saw that came on. That was Ed and Rico. And they kind of went around and were showing everybody. And then nobody showed up for a long time. And I was like, they're having all this fun without me. Because I wanted to go so bad. Oh, Lord.
Skipper.
So I don't get thrown in the floor in front of everybody.
And I know.
I got a three-legged horse here.
Did somebody clip that? Because that could be like another Brennan. A fish fam just busting seats across the streets. That was, as long as you didn't hurt your bum. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Hippie John says, I get all emotional when I be y'all too. Joe Coffee says that I always worry about lives because I work publicly and I do enjoy too much to use naughty words during live. You need to deal with those demons. Yes, I try not to say curses. I normally don't, but sometimes I say a couple. I try not to say the really bad ones, though, for the most part, because I know there's some children watching and I don't want to offend their poor little ears. Oh, but also, besides everyone from the Clash making me cry, oh goodness, it was just, I'm looking down my list to see, okay, yeah, it was just amazing. And then also this week, we pulled a spawning mop from the Kamaka tank, and I was so excited because we thought that we had Kamaka eggs, and they hatched out, and there they were, the cutest little baby fry of duplicarius cories. So the Kamakas, although they're dancing, they did not leave any eggs in the sponge mops, but the duplicarius cories did. So we have a few fries swimming around in there. I haven't seen them since. So I'm hoping that they're still in there, but I'm not sure about that. The next one, we're definitely going to pull the sponge mop and leave it out now that we know what the eggs are, because they were mystery eggs before. And there was only a couple. So, but that's really cool. That means our duplicarius are just becoming of age to spawn because that was their first couple of eggs ever. So that's so exciting. So excited about that. Oh, and Miss Didi sent us some tangerine tigers. That's what they are, right? Just making sure. And I'm so happy to say they're still alive. I'm keeping a Caridina alive, and I know they're the hardiest of the Caridinas, but I'm doing it. I'm so proud of myself. I have them in with the axelrod eyes while they rest. Yeah. I have them in the tank where the axelrod eyes are resting, and they're really enjoying it in there with the magnolia pods, and I have a boulder field in there and some Siswassertang balls, so they're really loving it in there. Miss Didi knows all things tigers. Okay, so also we went on a fall foliage tour this week to see the colors up north near Lake Superior, and I plan on making a video of it, but I did make just a short little video for you guys to see here, just of a few photos, and I will play that now if you don't mind. It's about a minute long, so enjoy it, guys.
Nature's first green is gold, her hardest hue to hold, her early leaf's a flower, but only so an hour. Then leaf subsides to leaf, so Eden sank to grief, so dawn goes down to day, nothing gold can stay.
Of course the phone rings now.
It's Robert Frost calling you.
That is one of my most favorite poems of his ever. I had to learn to recite that in 7th grade for extra credit, and I've never forgotten it since.
Yeah, that's her bedtime storybook reading.
Well, I used to be an opera singer, so I can smooth out my voice when need be. And many people have suggested that I should do some kind of like voice acting, but I just haven't. But I would consider it, but I'm sure I need a lot of work in that area. I don't know if it'd be worth it or not.
Was that Claire de Lune? Is that what you play, Claire?
Yes.
Okay. I had to play that at a piano recital when I was like in the 4th grade.
I'm just so jazzed you got that. Oh my goodness, that's so awesome. Is it really her?
Who could
it? Mary? Oh, it's Mary! Welcome! Hi!
I'm trying my best, y'all. It's driving me crazy. I want to be up here with my girls. What is that? Just working. So, as you see, I'm still here, and I'm working.
Yeah, I let everyone know at the beginning of the stream that you're at work and telling them that we miss you, and if you could pop in, but if not, we hope to see you next week.
Miss y'all, and I'm just the mess, so I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt the stream. Y'all are doing a great job.
You're not interrupting us at all. You're part of it.
We're glad to see ya.
I can't stand it. I'm still, I like counting money and doing books and putting up stock, and it's an honor in one way. At least my boss trusts me and he thinks I'm smart enough to run the business myself. But I didn't sign up for this. I thought I was going to be a cashier, like part-time.
And Joe Coffey says, Mary, oh my God, just when you thought this place couldn't get any hotter.
Here goes
Mary appears.
And Gigi and Al, y'all were
Glitch, hello, Glitch. She says, love you, Mary. Lady Rorschach says, it's so good to see you, Mary.
Thank you. I didn't mean to interrupt. I don't want all this to y'all just keep doing what you're doing. I just want to say hello.
Well, I'm so happy you could pop up even for a second. It wouldn't be the hot mess without you derailing with us at least one time.
Oh my goodness. Doggone it. I'm just going to check in. I'm just going to click the link and I'm going to go up there and say hi. So here I am.
Well, I'm glad you did. We missed your face.
With my beautiful, talk about face. Look at them two beautiful faces. Oh my God, Roxanne.
Where?
I was just going to say, she got smears on her glasses or something.
Because I'm counting that money. I'm kidding.
Wow.
It's a party in this place. Look, I can hook y'all up. There's liquor, there's money.
A party store.
Yeah.
Right,
got any fish there?
No, not yet, but there will be. Okay, I did want to start the stream. I know y'all are getting to the end of it, and I'm listening in. I just want to say I love y'all, and I'm so sorry I'm not here.
You don't need to be sorry. Work is more important, but we can't wait until you're back with us.
I don't mind the work part. Like, I don't think it's more important, but having somewhere to live is kind of important. So,
Yeah,
that is important.
It's all important.
Right. My boss is super fantastic. Someday I'm going to get him up here. We're going to get him up here, and he's going to laugh when he meets all my friends, and he's going to love him. And y'all are going to love him. He's a sweetheart.
You should bring him to a stream sometimes.
Yeah.
Like yesterday, I haven't seen him in 2 months. Like, he's literally just left me here. Like, you're leaving me here, right? Like, are you sure you want to leave your business with me? And
sounds like Mary's got a new business, y'all.
Right.
90 days at your property, right?
He goes to the drive-thru and I hear the beep beep. So I go to the drive-thru window and I opened it up and it's him. And he's like, "Hey, just want to say hey," and he drives off and I'm like, "Well, no."
Mary on the Oscars is asking for a dance. There you go. You got
All
your
right,
wish
that's
too.
okay. I love y'all.
Love
I'm gonna
you
get
so
back to
much,
work.
Mary.
I'm sorry, guys. I miss y'all.
It's
And
okay.
it's breaking my heart. But you got, oh, I love y'all so much. Okay, I got to get to work. I love you.
Love you.
Bye.
See
I
you
love
soon.
you
Bye
Bye.
bye.
That was a cameo of Mary playing Mary.
Oh my goodness, it's always so nice to see her when she can make it. I miss her so much. I don't get to spend enough time with either of you girls off this screen too much.
That's
be
true.
nice.
Everybody's been so busy lately. It's like,
Yeah, especially with everything grinding down and like we're really trying to button ship up here with shipping season coming to a close. And we're also starting to work out what fish we want to work on breeding out for next year. I'm trying to get a big clump of our catfishes up because we will be a vendor at the Catfish Cataclysm next year in July in Madison, Wisconsin. And they
nice.
teamed up with the ACA as well. So I'm very excited because this will be my first fish event. And it'll be my first time being a vendor for fish at a fish event. So I'm super excited.
Well,
And this was
maybe
like the
y'all will
easy
be
way. It was the easy way
super
to do it
successful.
because I don't walk very well. So the easiest way to do an event is to be part of the event. So we got a vendor booth.
That's right.
And what were you saying? I'm sorry. I just wanted to say that before I didn't lose it.
I have no idea.
Oh my goodness, you lost it. I was trying not to lose it.
I said I hope that y'all are just very successful.
Thank you.
Like
Thank
Bex
you.
was for her first one. I hope y'all the same. Wish y'all the same luck.
Thank you. I don't even I'm trying to think like what we'll even need to like display our stuffs, and like we already know how we're going to bring the fish and how it's going to be, and it's a 4-day event. It's Thursday through Sunday. I think it's the second week of July. If Maud can drop a link to the Catfish Cataclysm, I greatly appreciate it. Excuse me.
Had some hiccups.
Oh my goodness. I had I needed a cough and hiccup and sneeze at the same time, but I just coughed. So I think I cleared it all out.
Well, you better hope it doesn't backfire on you. Come out.
I hope not. At least not for another 10 minutes.
I wouldn't laugh.
Oh my goodness.
Wouldn't that be so embarrassing? Like,
We'll just blame it on the cat.
I don't have a cat, but I'll have to find something. Like, that fish over there just done that.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing. This week, my cat Gracie has been on a whole nother level. I don't know what's up that little behind of hers, but she's always been the sweetest little girl. Even like when she's scared or anxious or nervous, she's always just been very she'll tuck in and hide, and I'm her safety. But yesterday she came up on the table like she wanted me to do. Like she always comes up and I have to hold her, rock her baby style, because that's how she demands a nap. And I was doing that and she meowed at me, and all of a sudden she latched onto my face and bit me. That's what all this up here is from. She literally slapped me and then stuck her claws in, and I was like, what the crap is this? And she meowed like I did something wrong. What the crap? And then today she was outside. There was no reason for her to do that, nor has she ever done anything like that before.
Acting up, and then you called it from her, and you're tearing up the stuff around the house.
And then today she was outside running her little fuzz butt off all out over the place, and her tail was super poofed out all day. So Brian had her in the shop running around for a little while so she didn't bother the baby chicken. And then I'm nervous about her. I've had that cat 4 years and she's never ever did anything intentionally mean one time. So I'm just gonna give her a little leeway and maybe not cuddle with her so much. And then she thought I was gonna give her treats after that. Haha, no ma'am, you're grounded for a week.
You scratched mommy's face.
You drew blood. You gotta
Oh,
wait a week.
When you were talking about the British accent, yeah, Butterfly listens. She used to listen to Peppa Pig all the
Peppa
time.
Pig, yes.
And so it never fails. I said, I'm going to have a banana. I'll have a banana.
So just like one of my fosters was obsessed with Peppa Pig, and he had autism, and he didn't like kibasi. If you called it kielbasi, he wouldn't eat it. But if you called it blood sausage, he'd want seconds. And that's because Peppa Pig called it blood sausage and not kielbasi. So he wouldn't eat kibasi. He'd only eat it if you called it blood sausage. So. Oh, yuck.
Daddy Pig is his idol.
Oh my goodness. Oh, they are so mean to Daddy Pig. They are so mean. They're always like, Daddy, you're so fat. Daddy, oh my goodness, lazy. They're just not nice to Daddy Pig. They need to the family counseling.
Daddy always gets it done.
Yeah, but I'm sure he cries himself to sleep at night.
Yeah, Daddy Pig's cool.
Oh goodness. But yeah,
and Grandpa Pig too.
Lady R said that maybe Gracie just had a bad day, and maybe, but that was very expected of her, and that's why I was kind of shocked by it. But I don't know, she slapped. I think she slapped the devil out of me. I heard all 4 of her toe beans contact me, and I was just like, whoa, she's on a. And then I had to unhook her claws from my hand. So I wasn't going to let her pull them out herself.
Craig.
My goodness. Hello, Craig. Welcome. But yeah. So yeah, that's been the weekend, my life lately. We got 5 minutes left to head over on the KG until we head over to KG. Are they streaming this evening?
Well, I don't know because Lisa's going to Chicago. I don't know if John's going with her or not. And Lord knows I placed an order the same night I did that thingy. And I got an email within 20 minutes. My shipment was on the way. John must have been sitting there snatching boxes down. I'm having a feeling he's going with her wherever she's at.
Yeah.
Well, I know she's going to Chicago. Because somebody... I can't remember something with Lisa somewhere.
Eduardo said that they're streaming. She said that, or currently that they're running the members only at KG. Oh, I thought that ended at 6:30. Okay.
Maybe they're only going to have that. I don't know.
And then Lady says about Gracie, maybe she just got spooked by something. Maybe outside today. Maybe she did. There's been this really big, mean, big, bigger than fat kitty, big orange kitty coming around from the next door neighbor's barn. It's their barn cat, and he actually came onto our property and beat Gracie up last week. Actually, ripped her ear, not through, but all the way down, she was bleeding, and she had cuts on her neck. So we've kept her in the house for several days to try to because we can't get that cat to stay away. So we've been keeping her inside to keep her safe.
Is she
but she got
spayed?
out. Yes.
See, sometimes a tomcat will go after a spayed female. I had a Siamese, and she was 20 pounds. She was a big girl.
Yeah.
And she liked to stay on the top of my house. And what she would do, she would crawl up the dogwood tree, drop down on the roof, and so I lived in the cat house. That's how everybody, that was the fun about it. But we were sitting in the kitchen one night. We had the windows up, and I heard the fence shake, and I saw a black cat come over the fence. It looked up, and it scooted up the tree, and it landed on the roof. And then you heard what sounded like 2 grown-sized men tussling on the roof. All of a sudden, this cat comes down, hits a 4x4 post. I know it hurt because it landed right on its side. Bam, hit the ground, hit the fence, and went out. I looked out the window. Kitty Puss was looking down like, stay out of my damn yard. Kitty Puss, I seen her chase dogs. She
Well,
didn't back
George.
down from nothing.
Yeah.
And she was a female, but she has beat up so many tomcats.
Yeah.
Like, you ain't coming here and start that stuff.
And I always worry about Gracie because before I moved to Wisconsin, she's always been an indoor cat. And she's a little bit special, I like to say, because she only has 2 claws on each foot that work. Like, she has all of her toes, but not all of her toes have bones. Only 2 toes on each foot have bones. And those are the only toes that grow claws. So I've always been really weary of sending her out, letting her go outside, because she wouldn't be able to defend herself. Plus, she doesn't need to be eating the wildlife outside. But since I've moved to Wisconsin, she's become. When we live on the farm, we can't keep her inside. We cannot keep her inside. But she's learned the ways, and she's no longer like a scrawny, like thickly skinny. I'm so afraid of everything cat. She's more like a I'm going to give you side eye and I'm going to mean it type cat. Like, she twists her arm so you can see her biceps. She just flex at you. The dog flexes at us too. Like, it's ridiculous. The animals are punking us. But Gracie's pretty solid now. So she's surviving. Like, she's doing really good outside. It's just that big old orange barn cat I have to worry about now with her. Only Oscars, I was up all night taking care of the hubby. Fell asleep during TAM, so I still have 2 hours of sleep before their alarm goes off. Oh my goodness. June.
Oh.
You need some sleep, love.
Oh, I didn't see Zen come in. Sorry.
Yeah, then he snuck in while you were speaking earlier.
Okay.
Only Oscars is an angel, and she knows it, but she doesn't like people to know it.
Well, I have slept more this week than I have. I planned to get up and help Jess this morning, and I didn't. I didn't wake up till like 10:05, and it's like, I'll be there in a few minutes.
Yeah.
You know? But my intention was to get up and get to it, you know. Just, if I really need to be up, I need to sleep on the couch. That way all the noise keeps rousing me up. But if I sleep in the bedroom, I don't hear anything. And if the blinds are closed, it makes it dark in there. And so, you know, I'm still in my night mode sleep. But it's like, 10:05, I open my eyes and like, oh my gosh, it's 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I've scared myself awake a few times because I switched to gosh, it's like the sun comes up a little later here than out east. So like, or maybe it's just the way the house is arranged on the property that it makes it seem like that. But sometimes like the sun will just start peeking in my window at 9 a.m. And out back east, I would think, oh, it's about 5:30, 6 o'clock. So I get up, make the pot of coffee. I'm like, oh my God, it's 9:38. What the crap?
Yeah, sleep half your day away.
Yeah, because like I'm
a night owl by nature.
I'm just used to it already being that time when the sun's coming up. So I don't know. It's just a weird brain melt for me a little bit. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I love it when I can go to sleep early enough
to
be regular enough to get up at 5:30. Because if you get up at 5:30, by the time everybody else gets up, you've done all your stuff in the house.
Yeah. That was my mom the whole time I was growing up. She always got up super early. All the housework was done like by 9:30 a.m. for her.
Yeah, I can get it all done before 7 o'clock if I get up at 5:30. Now, by getting up at 10, I'll be 11:30, 12 o'clock tonight in there with the dishes because I'll do something else after this. I'll work on the live stream bed or whatever, or the tanks. And until I finish in here, then I go to the kitchen. So then it's like, okay, now I'm starting at 11 o'clock at night. 12 o'clock, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
I got to figure out this time and sleep and stuff.
There's no rest for the wicked, Miss Didi, so you must be one bad beep.
Well, you know, it is the Halloween season, bewitching. Oh, I'm decorated for Halloween in this time. Oh, I can't slide this stool. I'll fall out of it.
Oh, you decorated your tank?
Yeah, I decorated my tank.
Is that Davy Jones?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
That's all you get.
Pretty cool. I really like that. Hello, Ray. Welcome.
I've got a skull to do a hydro dip, like
oh, nice.
But I got to go get my paint.
Okay,
That
cool.
was something I didn't get to do today too. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We got to go pick up some spray paint too. Brian's been finishing the work because we redesigned the layout of the rack. He designed it so the mini fridge is sitting on the second level of the rack, so I don't have to bend down to get into it because that's really, really painful for me to do. So he modified it. So we had to go pick up the spray paint because it's going to be purple.
Oh.
The rack's going to be
You
purple.
know what?
The underneath of the rack will be purple. So you'll see it in little bits, like through little corners, but there'll be a wooden frame over it.
Well, you just gave us our hashtag for KG Tropicals.
What is it?
Hashtag don't bend over.
Hashtag don't bend over.
See if John can figure that one out.
But it is 7:04 already. We've gone 4 minutes over our time. I just miss being here with you guys. I kind of don't want to go, but I will be respectful of others' time. So, Miss Didi, was there anything you'd like to say before we head out for this evening?
Everybody that's traveling, be safe and have a great time. And I'm happy for you.
Yes, and I want to just say thank you so much, Miss Didi, for being up here and helping me stay grounded, because you are the chain that keeps my little cloud from floating away. Greatly appreciate you. And Miss Mary for popping up for a moment. I greatly appreciate you taking that time out of working to not get in trouble to pop in and say hello to us. I greatly appreciate that as well. And mods, I greatly appreciate everything that you do with all the links that you post in chat. The drop the hat, the things we speak about, and keeping chat safe. Greatly appreciate you guys for that. And just thank you to everyone that has joined us this evening, all those in chat with us currently, the lurkers, the replay crew. We love all of you, and we cannot wait to be here with you again next week, right here on the Hot Mess Express. So we're gonna go over to KG Tropicals with hashtag Don't Bend Over. And on our outro, I'm going to play our leaf montage one more time, and then I'll play our kissing their fishies through their fish tanks goodnight. And like I say at the end of every live stream, you guys, your loved ones, call them and let them know you love them today. If you're lucky enough to have them close, pull them in, give them a hug and a kiss, and just let them know you love them now. Because tomorrow is never promised, but today is the present, a gift. And use it for good. Let the ones in your life know that you love them. And always, and never hurts, to be kind. I love you all. And see you all around the shoal and right back here next Thursday on the Hot Mess Express. Have a fantastic evening, guys. Thanks. And here we go.
Nature's first green is gold, her hardest hue to hold. Her early leaf's a flower, but only so an hour. Then leaf subsides to leaf, so Eden sank to grief. So dawn goes down to day, nothing gold can stay.
It's like going.
What's that? Is that a snail? Snail. What about that? Is that the cats? Bailey calls them the cats. You gonna give them kisses?
Did you just give the fishy a kiss? Oh.